Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, non-binding finds and hellions of all walks of life. My name is Javante, and we are back with Set Sail, a One Piece actual play adventure. We are minus Paige today, which is unfortunate. They have some car issues, among other things, so all the best, and hoping for everything that go right for them. But in the meanwhile, we've got a special group of pirates here for everybody. I just had to think of a question. You know what? I have my question. I have my question ready to go. So, say who you are, who you're playing, and what's your favorite Dirty Little Secret song? The song that you love listening to, even though it's the most cringy thing you could think of. We'll start with Drekkie.
Hi, I'm Brad Panicola. I'll be playing the best way to describe him. Big Viking guy, Torvald the Dreki. And honestly, it used to be, and just it's just the group in general because I was a jackass, more of a jackass back then. But I guess someone could consider anything from baby metal, but I don't really consider that anymore, so I don't really have much of that. Anything I listen to is specifically what I listen to.
I can rock with that. Next up, let's go with Ren.
I'm Luke. I'm playing Ren. He's, kind of a mad scientist type. And I have such an embarrassing answer to this question. Um, so Glee. There's two separate covers of Teenage Dream, and I like the second one that's kind of like sad.
That's completely fair. Trent.
Hey, that's me. My name's Rob, he, him. I'm playing Trent Simmons, resident duelist and person that can't stop saying his own name. And as far as the song goes, I'm going to flip the script. I'm going to pick a very, very popular song that I can't stand, and that is Bohemian Rhapsody.
Really?
Cannot stand it,
Yeah.
absolutely despise it, change the channel or change the radio station anytime I hear it. Leave the room if it comes up in karaoke. No thanks.
That's completely fair. Hi, I'm Javante. I'm your DM. I play everyone else. And uh, I have an entire playlist dedicated to me listening to ICP music. So, but I'm not a juggalo. I just really like certain ICP songs.
That's fair. I think I just thought of one, and even then, that's just because he's becoming more of an asshole these days. Anything from Falling in Reverse.
Yeah.
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 I'm a big Billy Joel guy, but that's more of an old person thing and less of a cringe thing.
That's we other campaign we have Dad Bard, and every song on their playlist is just what we consider like divorced dad music that you listen to in the car. So
Creedence Clearwater,
Yeah.
He doesn't have like
Garth
fucking
Brooks.
Three Doors Down on there a lot more than he should.
Yeah.
It's beyond me.
it's gotta
but-
have some Creed in there.
Yep. Yep.
Soil,
Yep.
Stain.
Hey. Okay, no.
You already said that when you said Creed. Creed, Stained,
They are
Pearl
not
Jam.
the
They're all
same
the,
thing.
they're all the
I
same
will
people.
fight you on this. They are not the same thing.
So, because we know who's gonna give us the recap. Hey Ren, what happened last episode?
Last episode, we had a fun time. Everyone was fighting. I wasn't. Let's see. Ren and Dreki were being chill, and everyone else was fighting. Our guest star, Diaglio, was in an epic duel with his rival, question mark, Koji, and that was going on. Meanwhile, Scarlet and Trent were dueling, but they were all sort of dueling together. Out of looking back, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but they were having a good time. Um, yeah, everybody survived, so that's a
The
win.
bonus.
Barely.
Yeah, Trent was down twice.
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 I believe Trent has now, or is still holds the record currently for most times knocked unconscious in this campaign, I think.
I think so.
I don't think I've gone down any. I might have least. Anyway,
No, I don't think I've gone down any either. So
great. Look at us go. Anyway, that's beside the point. There was, I mean, a lot of this was just like people being cool. That's what my notes are about. There was some trippy stuff with Koji's powers, with clocks and things. I think what might be relevant to talk about now is that um, we did discover that in the island, there's a guy. It's one of the Sea Kings died and the island formed around it. But it still creates some kind of electric power that was affecting various people in various ways because we did stab the ground. You know how it is. I don't know, Vante, was there anything else important?
No, nothing that your characters would know
Oh.
happened at the very end.
Right. As usual.
Right. At the very end,
Trademark.
we saw a cutscene revealing Elizabeth, well, not her, but her little minions were doing something with the Sea King, and
They
it's not good.
they stabbed syringes into it that drew out some of its power, and then this fucking island started to shake, which
I'm sure it's fine.
may or may not be a giant problem for us.
Apparently, all I thought I needed to write down about that was that they were fucking with it. So,
I mean,
That is what they were doing.
they were fucking with
wrong.
In the words of one of my favorite parts of the campaign, the only thing I put down in my notes was big, big.
it.
As a side note, I noticed that Core is still Core's name is still on the
Yeah, I
on
still
the
have because
thing.
it's me
Oh my
running the
gosh.
streams. I have my
Rip.
older stuff, which rip Core,
Yeah, I know.
miss you, buddy.
We miss you, Core.
Uh-huh.
This being said, up top, after that little slight tremor, it's not like a massive earthquake. It is just a very. You all live on a boat, essentially. You're kind of used to the area rocking. You're not used to it so much on land, but it's like a small earthquake. It's an island. This happens. Please, these occur. Especially in the world of One Piece.
Mm.
The festival is still ongoing. After the duel, the festival goes back into full swing. The majority of the inhabitants have tended to Trent and Scarlet. Scarlet, who is still unconscious, is currently being tended to in a smaller hut, essentially. Trent, your wounds have fully healed at this point, but they are still wrapping what wounds they can. There's a lot of kids that are swarming around you, in a sense of hero worship that you're a little used to.
Don't worry, I already brought my own marker, so just make a nice orderly line. I'll sign anything you want.
All the kids actually do start getting into a little line. Some have holds their shirts out. Others have just little pieces of bark that they have chiseled out a relative likeness of you that they want you to sign.
Unsurprising to anybody, Trent clearly has practiced his signature thousands of times at least.
A thing to now note for the others of this group, your captain is currently signing their name on several things. Granted, this is a relatively isolated island that is mostly known for peach soju, so but
how legible are the autographs? Because you know how a lot of famous people, their autographs are just sort of psh.
If you know what to look for,
Flourished.
the thing about Simmons is that MM it kind of turns into a squiggle, but no, if you know what you're looking for, it's pretty clear. Yeah, the T in Trent is big and swoopy.
Trent, do we think that there's a different name or anything that we could be signing on things?
But if I put a different name, then they won't know it's me.
Or a little picture?
I'm afraid I'm not an artist.
Yeah, I think the not knowing it's you was kind of the goal. Because
I think you and I have very different goals, my friend.
Right. Remember the wanted poster?
You're right. You're absolutely right. I should find out if we can make copies of that. I should be signing the wanted poster.
Oh no.
That makes so much more sense.
Why do I say anything?
To note for you, Dreki, you have also attracted a lot of people around you.
For different reasons, I assume.
Yeah, it's a lot of people that are holy crap.
This dude's huge.
Huge. Because everyone on this island is relatively a normal human.
Uh-huh.
You are just akin to a giant. So just
Uh-huh.
wow, like there's kids that are doing the kid thing of like not knowing that there is a such thing as a personal boundary and are trying to wrestle you.
And like climb up you.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. He's just honestly because that's kind of like the island life he was used to or community. He's just rolling with it. He's not going to the level of it autographing things because that's not his style. But
Peaches, to his credit, has found just a spot where the sun is shining and is just kind of just sitting down on a little like lounge and just tanning himself, which doesn't quite work for Peaches as he doesn't really get tan. What is consistently happening is that because he's an axolotl, he has to constantly then have like a pitcher of water, which he has about 18 of them, and at a certain point he'll just douse himself with the water. Um, but he's used to enjoying himself. Alice is now that she is no longer has her stalker friend, is hanging very closely by the rest of the group. Um, kind of bounces between Dreki and Ren. Does hang out with Trent a little bit, but is very much like this one, and then this one, and then this one, and then Trent, and then this one and this one. Um, Shiro has kind of just wandered around and is currently just hanging out in Scarlet's tent at the moment. Um, it's a very festive occasion. This seems like the kind of this era, this point of time where it's a lot more peaceful for all of you.
Nice. Trent will at some point begin sort of. He'll pick up a stick and he'll start showing some of the kids some of the forms. You know, some of the basics of rapier and or saber dueling. Nothing big, nothing too fancy. A couple of flourishes here and there, but like, you know, engaging in a couple of mock battles with a couple of the kids. You know, they'll stab him in the chest and he'll fall over. Ah, you got me.
For the fun of this, could you do me a charisma based athletics check?
Yeah, I think I can manage that. Let's see.
I'm gonna go sit with Peaches, but be kind of watching in case any healing is needed over here. Seems like they're fine, but you know.
Yeah.
25 with an 18 on the die.
You're a surprisingly really good teacher. As like what forms the kids are like getting. They initially don't really seem to be paying too much attention, but you start seeing that some of them are picking up on the more basic applications of the forms to where it's not just like flailing the stick. They're actually like doing very basic forms of the attacks you're doing, but they're still doing them.
We'll start at this point. We're all in. I'm gonna go ahead and whoever is still engaging in this, I'm gonna line them up in 2 lines, and we're gonna have them practice basic thrusts and parries.
Yeah, they seem to be enjoying it. It's a little game to them, but they do seem to genuinely be enjoying and learning from it. Ren, as you find your spot next to Peaches lifts up what he's wearing. By the way, his glasses. He's wearing his construction goggles. It kind of like lifts them up, which has done nothing. Enjoying peace.
Yeah. You know, not that we weren't peacefully watching them fight, but it's nice.
You're not used to the whole like not having to worry about stuff, are you?
No. I've I still have things to worry about. That's not
Yeah, but not like right at this moment.
I can find something.
Don't. What is wrong with you?
No, don't underestimate how much I can worry, I guess. I don't know. But you're probably right.
He like leans back again, picks up one of the pitchers that has like several lemon and lime slices in it, and just takes like a drink out of the pitcher of water. I think that's your issue, because everyone in this crew has their own share of problems. That might be yours. You worry like a lot, which is good for a doctor. That's what the ship's crew needs for the doctor to be is like don't get scurvy, don't step on the rusty nail, don't do this. But like we're fine here.
So should I worry or not?
How
You
about
kind of
not as much?
okay. Ren physically pulls out a to-do list and adds worry less on the end of it.
There's just like this pause, a loud sip. Did you just write down?
You told me to do it. I don't.
I have to know because you had an upward voice inflection at the end there. Does it say worry less with a question mark at the
Yeah.
end?
Yeah.
That's
Thank
exactly
you
how
for
I
hearing my
imagined it.
situation.
Huh?
I. Huh. Sips again. You baffle me.
It seems like kind of you're the one that's getting worried now.
I just.
So
I don't want our ship's doctor to die of a heart attack.
if I think that I'm going to have a heart attack, I will chill out. That's now you've given me another
Another
thing.
thing to worry about? Oh, for
Yeah.
the love of. Uh, when was the last time that you just didn't have to think about, like, nothing bad is going to happen within the next 10 minutes?
I mean, I don't think anything bad's going to happen in 10 minutes here. It could. I can think of it. Well, okay. I can think of a few things.
Oh my god.
So,
It's another sip. Okay, how about we do this? We're gonna play a little game. Instead of thinking everything that bad could happen, you think about what good could happen.
Ren focuses really hard.
The stunned silence is not helping my thought processes.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
There's, all sorts of things on both sides could happen. And I guess if they're good, we don't have to be prepared for them.
Sips.
Sure.
It's not helping you, is it? Sets down the pitcher.
It's not helping. I appreciate it, but
Yeah. I get it. Trust me when I say that I prefer you to be a bothersome isn't the right word, but overbearingly caring as a doctor is a good trait to have.
okay. Mm, that would be a new descriptor for me, and it's probably good. And also, someone has to be worried about things with
Yes.
this group. I like them a lot, and someone has to.
Yes, you aren't wrong. Like I said, you are completely correct in your assessments of things. Just before you have an aneurysm.
Okay. I will be aware if it is, I will try to be aware if it is getting to be too much and not and say something.
Yes. Puts the construction goggles back on. Like snaps them on with a very loud like.
Yeah, I'll just kind of lean back and chill with them.
It's nice. It's a good day. It's one of those days. It's like it's hot enough that if you're out here in the sun for too long, you'll probably get a sunburn. But it's nice. It's a good kind of heat. Dreki, in opposing fashion, the island that you're from had moderate temperatures for an island, so fuck.
So it's wicked hot right now.
It's wicked hot. It's not pleasant.
Okay, so he's definitely at one point shed his usual outer layer, keeping on his under tunic. So like that beige tan colored under tunic that's cut off at the arm, so his bare arms are showing all his fucking ink work. But at some point or another, you also gets a cat on him.
Father,
Ends
I
up
crave
like
attention.
yeah, ends up breathing out like a mist of ice upwards to kind of like cover everything to help cool things down.
Because I don't want to have the thing happen again. where people roll dice, and I don't get to say cool things that happen because that was an entire time. As you breathe out this mist, it lingers a little longer than it normally should, but it lingers.
In a weird way.
Yeah, in a sense that like it settles as a mist for a lot longer than just the like, because normally speaking, this kind of heat that would have dissipated like rather quickly. This just stays. It does eventually vanish, but it does it really slowly.
Yeah, slower than it would if at the heat that it's at. Oh, that's weird. Hey, Ren.
Yeah.
You come over here.
Yeah. You come over and check it out. What's wrong?
One sec, and he'll do it again, but like not upwards, more focused downwards to see just how much thicker it is with the more concentration and how long it takes to dissipate.
It layers on the ground for a good 2 minutes of just remains in this sort of perpetual mist until it finally begins to dissipate.
I don't know about you, but that's definitely not normal.
No. I don't know. I guess it's humid here, but that wouldn't it.
I don't think that'd be the case for this.
No. Can I try to, I don't know, take a closer look at the stuff and try to.
Give me either a nature check or a history check.
Dokey.
Whatever one you decide to do, you do not get information from the other side of that.
Okay. I'm just going to do history because I'm a little better at that. It's an 8.
There's a few phenomena that can do that. You know of a couple, and you can't really place which one exactly it might be.
I do not.
Roll a die.
I don't know why that's happening, and I think that's probably not good. Did it hurt? Are you hurt? Did something? Are we good?
No, it's hot, hotter than I'm used to, and I was trying to cool things off, and you think for the temperature that it's here, it would be going away faster than this.
Definitely. Can I like look around for somebody who lives here and isn't a literal child?
Yeah, you can see the village elder still like has gotten another bowl of peach soju and is about to like pour it, like tops it off. Sees you looking over to him and just like gestures to the bowl like, "You want more?"
I nod and then I'm like, "Hey, we're noticing," and I like explain what's going on. Is this normal?
There's been a recurrence lately of mist enshrouding the island at some points. It's been more recent as of late, but it has happened.
Does anything? Is that it? Has there been any other, I don't know, symptoms?
Well, a couple of years ago when this began, random citizens that would go out during the high points of the mist where it covered the entirety of the islands would go missing. But since that point years ago, that's stopped. Now when the mists come, we still tend to try to remain in our homes as best we can. There's no point in trying to farm. But even those that remain outside aren't taken. They do hear things, but anything could be heard in the mists, so...
Huh. Okay. Well, if you notice any of that stuff happening while we're here, we might be able to help you.
I'll see. It's become enough of a recurrence that we don't really think much of it.
It is strange, though. I would like to know why.
He hands you the bowl.
Thanks.
Trent.
So Trent is fully shirt off, chest out at this point. because of the heat. And it is theoretically possible when he had his clothes on that someone might mistake his wings for part of his outfit.
Mm-hmm.
But now that he is like full on shirt off, like naked down to the waist, the wings are very much prominent as he's continuing to sort of correct the form of some of these students.
They are now enthralled because most of these kids were like, he has like a cool costume, and no, those are real wings. They are enraptured.
Slap them a couple of times for them.
Just the loudest, like, yeah.
I'm sorry, children, but I can't teach you how to do this.
This is so cool.
Well, where I come from, we all look like this, so it's interesting. I enjoy being in a place where everyone is so different.
You all look like that? That's awesome.
Pretty much.
Alice just kind of watching, just like sitting on a log and just like observing the entire thing. Notices all the kids like freaking out and just like little confused head tilt of why they're reacting that way. And it's come to the realization that Alice has spent so much time with this crew that she has just kind of seen like a Skypian is normal on the ground apparently. So, but it is a bit of a realization for you that yeah, you're probably the only Skypian you've seen just on the ground.
The only one I've even heard of,
Yeah.
other than Furiosa, who
Furiosa.
is a Lunarian,
Mhm.
so doesn't count as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. She's not
It's
your
just
kind of
cousin,
Skypian.
not the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lunarians are a different thing.
Yes.
I don't have wing envy. I don't. They're a fine size.
There is a point as you're doing this training where the temperature doesn't change, but there's a change in the pressure of the air where it feels a little bit more. It feels like it's being pushed down, as whatever air and pressure is there seems to like seeps closer to the ground. Most of the islanders you see don't seem to notice it. This because it seems to be normal for them, but for all of you, it is very much like, oh, that felt weird.
Well, especially as someone who is used to living in a lower pressure environment up in the cloud cities, like yeah, he'll notice it immediately, and he'll sort of look around for a moment, and he'll glance over at Ren and see if Ren is looking concerned.
As usual, yeah.
Ren's always looking concerned, right? Of course.
Yeah.
I'm going to attempt to judge.
It's concerned
Ren's
and sort of looking around and like
level of concern. Yes.
yeah.
To note as well, the sky is starting to darken with clouds.
Well, children, please continue your exercises, and remember, when you are in an honorable duel, the safety of your opponent is your responsibility as much as it is theirs. I need to go check in with my friends, but please continue. I'll come back and check in on you in a little bit.
There's a respectful silence as you leave, and then one of the kids just goes, "Fucking get him!" And just is back to just an all-out fight.
They're fine.
Kids will be kids. I remember myself at that age. So it looks like there's some weather coming in. He'll go ahead and start putting his vest back on, sort of tucking his wings through the slits in the back of the vest.
This place is just a little weird. I don't. Dreki, show him the thing.
He'll just nod his head and then, in a direction that's away from people, just let out another bellow of icy mist.
Dreki, give me a Constitution saving throw.
1 second. Pull up my character sheet.
I just love that your cat is just.
Yep, he's just here, just chilling.
My cat is sitting right over here and not coming to get snuggles from me.
I don't know what Midnight's doing. I think she's laying down on the lounge chair in all of Lexi's clothes. Yep.
Stop grooming. You've over-groomed yourself. Stop it.
Man.
Now he's like, what the fuck, Dad? Okay, you said con save?
Yes.
That is a 24.
You you will take no damage from this, but as you begin to breathe out this mist, you feel more air exhaling than you were intending, as if it's being pulled out of you. The mist initially comes out normal, and then you start seeing flecks of red in the mist, and then it's just a pure red mist coming out of your mouth. You eventually are able to just like clamp your mouth closed. That lets you breathe normally again. But there was a moment where it feels like you weren't going to stop.
Like it was basically what would happen if you were to, I don't know, leave your mouth in a vacuum cleaner for too fucking long.
Yeah. Speaking of experience, there, bud.
No, I just know you do not do that.
Yeah.
Wow,
It literally feels like the air is being pulled out of my lungs and more with it.
Mm-hmm.
wow, that is extraordinary, Drecky. I didn't realize you could do that.
Oh, that wasn't intended.
You did
Something's
not
not
intend
right.
to exhale mist into the air. That would be a problem.
No, the mist was intended. The red wasn't. It felt like it was trying to yank out my lungs.
That's certainly a problem. We don't want your lung. We like your lungs where they are. Yes.
So do I.
Can I do like a medical exam on Chucky? I'd like his lungs to be where they're supposed to
Sure.
be.
Sure. God, I don't remember if there's a medical check that you have.
There is medicine.
I mean,
Yeah, go
medicine.
ahead and give me a medicine check. With advantage, because you actually have some familiarity with this.
Thank you, because I'm rolling. Hey, that was a nat 20.
Hey, let's go.
Hell yeah, let's go.
So his lungs seem to be fine. You can detect there's some irritation, which seems to just be from the mass exhaling. However, the issue seems to be that where he would be breathing normally, it looks like whenever he is trying to exhale, something's trying to pull more air out. I would. You rolled it at 20, so I'm actually not going to have you make the con roll because that would actually make sense. You, however, begin to feel some irritation within your eyes.
Oh. Do I have something? Does anybody have something reflective that I can? Do my eyes look weird?
He will pull out his sword, the sword he doesn't really use that much.
Yeah.
And kind of use it to give you some sort of reflective surface.
The
Surprising nobody. Trent has a small personal hand mirror.
to the shock and awe of
He'll
zero
show you.
people.
Yeah, he'll see you do that and just go and just see the sword again.
The blood vessels in your eyes are all. Your eyes are bloodshot.
What? Did you just get me sick? What the fuck is happening?
Too much soju, perhaps?
I didn't think I drank that much.
And the thing is that it's not like it's not even allergy style like itchy irritation. It is
Does it feel like it's drying out?
migraine in the right behind your eye headache.
What the hell? I don't know if it's the pressure or
Is
what
it time for us to return to the ship?
maybe something's wrong.
All right. Let's see if we can collect Shiro and Scarlet and see if we can make our way back to the ship.
Yeah.
Someone I know, Peaches seems to be having just the best time, but we should bring him along as well, obviously.
Peach is like able to hear you, just holds a thumbs up, like yeah.
And I assume
Trent,
Al's
could
nearby
you
us.
also give me a con check? Or a con
I would
save?
love to. Does this seem to be affecting people other than us?
You
Just
do
looking
see
around.
some of the villagers do have are rubbing their temples. There's some that rub against like their arms, some that cough a little bit, but for the most part, it looks like if anything, it's mostly mild irritations.
All right, I got an 18 on the die for a total of 19. My con save is not great.
You don't take none of you took damage from this, which is good. However, as you're moving, you're this sounds dumb because of fucking course, but your bones hurt. It's not even so much of like the ache of battle. it just feels like putting too much exertion is just making your whole body like ache.
I mean, I did just get knocked out twice.
But this feels less like the bruising from a knockout and more so like your bones physically are restricted by your muscles and are trying to come out.
Stay in there. Like,
They
I'm
need to
gonna-
stay in there and they have to. But
I'm gonna check in with Citrine. Citrine, are you feeling what I'm feeling?
as you check
I don't know
in-
how in tune we are with one another.
As you check in, you hear back, because you cannot see her, you hear back.
All right, to the ship. Let's go.
yeah.
You can see Shiro is currently has Scarlet slung over both of her shoulders as she's walking, but
Could've
she is
pulled that punch.
partially limping. Just like you see her, and she actually looks more in pain with the blades than she normally does. Just ow.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Ship.
back to the ship.
Got it.
He'll
Trent will, however, turn to the children and anyone else who might be paying attention, hold his hands up, take a very, very nice and well-practiced bow to everyone, and turn around and begin to head out toward the ship.
Alice, to her credit, you see her like she looks really comfortable, and then you see her like lift her mouth and just run a tongue against her teeth. Just
Your teeth hurt?
yeah.
Oh.
Come on, kiddo, let's get out of here.
So you all climb aboard the ship. The day continues to get overcast as Peaches begins to, like, motions to start getting the anchor rolled up, getting the sails unfurled. Peaches himself is, like, keeps rubbing against his arms, just...
Let's make sure we're careful with our rigging. I think a storm's coming in. We don't want to lose any sails.
We'll just see if we can get ourselves more into the open blue and figure out where to go from there, I suppose.
Trent will go up the rigging and start setting sail, it turns out.
Yeah. That's the name of our show.
He said it.
He said the thing.
Credits roll.
This officially Cyberpunk 2077 begins. 14 episodes in.
15.
15, yeah. As you all are starting to set sail, that irritation, it lessens. It's not going away. The storm is still above. It's not raining, but it is so overcast that the entire world just seems to be in this blanket of gray. Alice keeps like picking at the sides of her teeth. For the most part, there's irritants. I'll say with the Nat 20 Ren, you begin to begin to notice that these irritants seem to come from where people seem to have the most either strengths or abilities. So with your irritant being your eyes, being able to look and view others from a certain like viewpoint as a medical professional, Drecky's ability of breathing these different things, especially the frost, seems to be affecting his lung capacity. Trent's flexibility and ability with a swordsmith is based around the ability for him to be flexible with his bone structure, which seems to be doing the most damage. Alice's teeth as a wolf mink, and Peach's skin as an axolotl. Scarlet is currently unconscious, and you can't quite tell what is the irritant for her at this exact moment. Though if you had to guess, it's probably her tail. And Shiro, physically speaking, like her legs are very much bothering her, or at least where the blades are attached to the legs.
Hey Ren, if you would be so kind, head down to the galley and grab a soup bone for Alice. I think it might help her with her teeth issues.
Yeah.
Can I this how do I ask this? Am I able to piece together like this kind of started when the clouds started coming in?
I would
the
say you can
storm
piece that
started coming?
together. Yeah.
Okay. Can I tell what direction the storm was coming in from?
Give me a nature check.
Can I argue
Or-
survival?
I will give to argue survival. Yes.
Okay, cool.
I will say for the sake of asking these questions, unless you give me something egregious, I'll probably say yes. So if it's like, give me a perception
8.
check. Could I argue deception? No.
It's only an 8.
Hard to tell. You were kind of busy trying not to suffocate.
Peaches.
Fair.
Take us away from the island. I want to see what it looks like from far away.
All right, trying.
Can anyone tell what direction the storm's coming in from? I have a feeling this is part of the reason.
Everywhere.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and ascend to the crow's nest and see if I can figure out sort of which way the wind's blowing.
Takes you a little longer than you are normally used to.
Yeah.
As far as where the wind is coming from, you're on the crow's nest. I won't have you roll for that. The wind is coming from the north.
Well, the wind's coming in from the north, but I don't know if it's the same wind that's moving those clouds. Sometimes winds are different at different elevations.
I doubt my survival of 8 is going to be able to tell me if that's matching the direction of the clouds moving.
Not with a survival of 8.
Yeah, so.
It's about... Hi, Mitty. It's about 15 minutes of sailing going by before Peaches begins to notice something and, like, leans over to the side to check. Fog.
Again, from the crow's nest, we'll see. Is there there's a bank coming in?
It's not even a bank. There is literally just this fog, like a wave of fog coming in over from, it seems like all sides. Coming in and then stops.
Around it?
Around the
Stops
ship.
as in we are in the center, or are we in like the eye of the hurricane
like
of fog?
Yes.
If we
Drop anchor.
as we keep moving, hold on.
Oh,
As
go
we
ahead.
keep moving, does it move with us?
Yes. It continues to keep you at the center, but does not close in any further.
Yeah, drop anchor.
Mhm.
Will do. You hear the anchor descend and keep going.
Of course.
Keep going. And then the chain stops, but you don't hear it like thunk.
Oh.
You muted, Ryan. Not Ryan,
Right.
Ryan. Dreckie.
I shouldn't be. That's weird.
The your ship does stop because the anchor does still weigh it into that location, but the anchor did not hit seafloor.
Can I hold on? I just remembered I had a thing. Just because we are surrounded by fog, how far away is the fog from the ship?
Measuring out distances here. Because I'm doing math in my head. About 120 feet out. Enough so that it's like, alright, that's visible, but you're not going to, like, jump into it.
Is it a dome, or can I see the sky above us?
You can still see the sky above you.
Okay. Okay.
It's still cloudy, but you can see the sky.
Battle stations. I feel like we may be under attack before too long. This is not. Well, let me ask. He looks at Peaches, he looks at Ren. This is not normal, right?
No.
No, it's not.
Battle stations.
Tell me, what color is the fog?
You see, initially speaking, the fog is still very dark gray. As it continues to roil, you see like the front of it drifts around, and you see behind it, it turns from this dark gray to a deep crimson red the further back it goes. You can
Now,
also see lightning starts to emanate out of the fog cloud.
you can straight up tell me if I shouldn't know this. I recall hearing at one point that a certain someone is attached to Red Fog.
Yes.
Was that also something Dreki had heard?
Yes.
Wasn't it Koji that mentioned that?
Yes, the entirety of the crew knows about the
Okay.
ship attached to this said red fog.
Good. I'm not going crazy and potentially saying information I shouldn't know. Okay. Um Hey Ren,
Yeah.
I'm seeing red fog.
Shit. Okay. Um, I have a bad idea. Does anybody want a bad idea?
I'm open.
I
Okay.
mean, it's better than doing nothing.
Right. I turn into a thing that can swim and I go find out where it's at. I don't love going off by myself, but I would also love to know. Oh, I don't like just kind of being surrounded either.
I should not have hit Scarlet so hard. All right, let's load up the cannons. Let's get them trained on this red fog and see what happens.
The ship that you're on slightly moves. There's like this.
Is it under us?
He's like, it feels like something moved under you all.
Okay. I want to run down to wherever the lowest point in the ship is, and then I have X-ray vision for some reason.
Oh, cool.
So-
Sick, dude. That's awesome.
So
Is that a hockey power or is that a yeah?
hockey power. It just hasn't come up at all. So yeah, I want to run down to the bottom of the ship, and the range is only like 30 feet, but I want to look through the bottom of the ship and see what's below us.
How deep can you look down? 30 feet? So about 30 feet, you see a series of various... Okay. You see an arm that seems to be skeletal and then wrapped in tentacles with fingers made of these same tentacles grab a hold of the anchor and is just holding it still. Because you only can see 30 feet, you can only see that. But whatever it is goes further down.
That's awful. In real life, I'm a little scared of deep water, so I don't like that.
Same, buddy.
Yeah, it sucks. I used to be a certified scuba diver. I don't know what's going on.
Fuck.
I run upstairs.
I can't even snorkel.
It's so spooky. I run upstairs and I tell them like there's a under the ship something's holding onto the anchor, and it looks like a big hand and tentacles.
I'm gonna look over at Dreki. Can we release the anchor?
Without losing it?
No, with losing it. Can we release the anchor?
You might want to just go.
Peaches is like,
You know how hard it's gonna replace that?
You know how hard it's gonna be to replace the entire ship if that thing pulls us under?
Also, us on it.
Ugh.
Release the anchor now, please.
It wasn't. I
Fine.
don't- It wasn't. It wasn't pulling. It was just holding on to it
Yeah, for now.
for now.
I'll go over and see it's under the hull of the ship, right? Where
Yes.
the anchor meets.
Yes.
Okay. He's gonna go under to where the chain storage is and see about releasing the actual chain from the ship itself.
now I will bring it to an attention a thing that could happen down the road with a ship without an anchor.
Uh-huh.
Docking becomes a impossibility.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Trent is very, very well aware that
Yeah.
this is an emergency last resort. I'm trying not to get our ship pulled down under the waves kind of thing. Yeah, this is gonna suck, but I don't see any alternative. Please release the chain.
Goes to release it.
As you begin to essentially loosen the chain itself from its bolt, um, there's another like slight shudder, and then from where you are under the ship, you can feel something hits the side and is now holding the ship in place as you're loosening it. Midi, Christ, Joe.
He will actually stop once he feels that, and then, assuming everybody can hear him, I don't think it's gonna let us go, even dropping the anchor.
Can you raise the anchor at least?
I'll work on it, and then he'll head up and start using the capstan. Start doing his best
You are
to draw it back up.
Give me a straight strength roll.
Oh boy.
I'm just worried you're going to end up pulling the ship underneath with your own strength.
I will say I have powerful build, which does make me one size larger when determining my carry weight, if that has anything to do with it.
Yeah, it doubles your potential carry weight.
You and I both are fans of 5.19.
Uh-huh.
We're aware of size category fuckery.
Uh-huh.
So just letting you know that part of this equation.
A lot bigger than me.
Yeah.
Just, I couldn't
Alright.
help but to hope.
This isn't a Godzilla-sized creature, but Gamera is a very close estimation.
Gotcha. All right, hold on. What's with my roll now? That is a 12.
You're pushing and you're straining, and you can feel it turn a little bit. And as it does, you you also see, like, as the chain comes up, there is notable tension. It doesn't come up a lot, and it's trying to push again. It's not budging. It's not trying to pull it back down, though. It just seems more comfortable to just keep you in place.
It's not budging, it's not pulling, but it's not moving.
So someone wants us here.
I can't imagine who that might be.
Through the air, you all begin to hear the sound of soft violin music.
Damn it. Okay. I think we're just gonna have to deal with her and whatever it is that she wants. Just don't listen to anything she says. She's insane. And
Ren, is this a cannon situation or a sword situation?
I want to say canon. There's nothing on that ship that's good.
I don't know how to load a cannon. Look, I've learned a lot since I became captain of this ship, but we have not had any occasion to fire the cannons yet.
Dreki,
You did ask me the question with a lot of confidence.
Dreki, could you do me a favor and roll me a perception check?
Oh, that's gonna go so well. Hold on. That's an 11.
That's actually enough. As you're listening to the conversation, you feel something just like tapping your shoulder. It's kind of a
Oh boy. He'll look down to his shoulder.
you just see a right hand detached. Taps your shoulder, lifts up a finger, looks over to you with just a finger, flips onto its back like a dying spider, and you see a mouth on the underside. Just hi. So, we haven't spoken. I'm Migi, and you're really tall. So, but my brother and I, big fans. Could you do us a favor and not shoot the hospital? And in return, we will promise that your crew won't be flayed alive.
Question: is it obvious, and can everybody else hear this?
No, it's because it's right next to your ear.
Well, freaks.
Like I said,
You're a hand.
I am Migi. I am a hand. I'm a right hand specifically. Can't tell you what from. Don't know. Was given consciousness like 15 minutes after, and I'm assuming that she disposed of the body. Maybe.
That's absolutely horrifying.
Hey, still living. Kind of. I don't really know how I live. We're getting esoteric.
Hey, Dreki, we're not sure what's going on up here. Could you give us a hand?
Oh, is that Bent Trimmins?
Trent.
That was close.
He will start moving upstairs, unless he's already on deck.
You were
at
on
this
deck because
point.
you were doing the
Yeah,
thing.
use the capstan. We're gonna have to not use the cannons.
What? Why?
The hand like crawls further along
I
so
don't
to be
know. Ask
visible.
the hand that's on my shoulder.
Does like a little two fingers.
Damn it.
Hello.
Ren like dives and is trying to reach up and grab it, and it's not even close to tall enough.
Oh, yeah.
Get there.
No, Trent will do his like dive down from the crow's nest thing, and we'll try to grab it, but we'll absolutely fail to do so.
This is great. This is
Like,
how it
like,
feels to be
slamming
tall.
into it.
That's awesome. It realizing like, oh, the grabbing might actually be a problem, chooses to at this point just crawl up your cheek to the top of your head.
Damn it.
He's now just perched.
Get down.
No. Just quit trying to grab me, maybe.
What do you want?
Don't shoot us. That's like the number one thing that I don't want you to do.
Look, we
Okay.
have not made acquaintance yet, and Trent will stick his hand out and will say, "I'm Trent Simmons. It's a good make your acquaintance."
Oh, you think that's funny? Do I look like some kind of clown to you?
No, you look like a hand.
I can't shake you. I am a hand. It'd be like using my entire body. I just have to talk.
Well, I may or may not have been hoping you would accept the handshake anyway, so I could capture you. But what do you want?
I liked the plan.
Okay,
It was a good-
so I will repeat myself like a third time.
You want
They don't want us to fire on their ship.
Don't
Right.
shoot the hospital.
you want us? Okay, so what do you mean by hospital?
Our ship, the hospital.
What are the intentions of your captain?
To talk. To have a nice, polite, like, she's just thinking about how it wants to say this. So she said that she wanted to have a nice, polite evening with the crew of one of her favorite students.
What's that actually supposed to mean?
No, I'm pretty sure that's what she means.
He probably means he's
She,
just
she doesn't parse
in-
words. She doesn't parse words. She has said on numerous occasions that she would also absolutely adore experimenting upon all of you, with or without your permissions. But that will be at a later and more convenient time for us. Right now, it's not a convenient time. So just
But
a
it was-
polite parlay.
Okay, when you go back to her, can you let her know that surrounding people in fucking fog and trapping their ship is not a good conversation starter for dinner?
But how else are you supposed to get your attention? You don't send letters to us.
You have been showing up nonstop.
Yeah, but you're rude to me.
Yes, because of the everything.
Do you like he like two fingers down to look at Dreki in the eye and just, do you hear this guy? The nerve of this guy. Doesn't write, doesn't call, nothing.
I mean, considering some of the things that she's done, including to one of our shipmates, I'm not that surprised.
See?
Ren, what's your advice?
I think we're gonna have to talk to her. I don't think we have a choice.
All right, stand
We're
down.
not
Then.
budging, so
Stand down.
See? Like
Let's have this conversation.
see, easy, polite stuff.
can I take the opportunity to grab the hand off the top of my head?
Yes, you may. Yes.
Okay. That would be an athletics check, I assume.
Yes. He'll do a dex save. He's surprisingly good at dexterity because he's a hand.
Ooh.
Um,
That
Not
is
that
a
good.
27.
Yeah, that's a
Hell
1.
yeah.
That's a 1. So, yeah, you snatch him. He wriggles, and as I'm assuming you're holding him where his palm is in yours.
Dreki, he's now a guest. If we've accepted this
He's holding
parlay,
him where by the back of the hand.
Oh, so he can still talk.
Yeah.
Okay, just hey, I'm good. I can't do anything. I'm armless.
I'm sorry, did you say you're
Clearly.
armless?
Yeah,
Because that's a terrible pun.
yeah. I'm a hand. What do you expect from me?
Okay.
I mean, I could throw you,
What?
but I'm not doing that.
Please don't.
I would suggest holding on to the hand as a hostage, but I have a feeling that
Listen. My
that
brother's
the person
clever
who's
one.
coming up to us is not going to care about the well-being of this creature.
Yeah.
My brother's the clever one. I just kind of got the the looks.
Are you satisfied in your employment, Mr. Hand?
Yeah, I mean I'm good.
His name's Migi.
Meagy, good.
Migi.
Meagy, good. It's nice. I get my work done. When I'm not working, I have like private times to myself and my brother. We talk.
What do you do?
It's just shuffleboard. No, I don't know. We just kind of chill, relax. We don't have to be involved in the whole operation stuff, so we just relax.
You're a right hand, aren't you?
Yes.
Figures.
Yep.
So do you need to go tell
Whoever
her-
named you did not do a very good job.
Rude.
Did she seriously make herself right in hand minions actually right hand and a left hand?
I would
Now I
actually-
understand the pun.
There's actually a moment where he pauses and goes, I'm actually, funnily enough, I'm not considered her right-hand man.
No, but you're a right hand.
Yes, I get the
is
pun.
enough
It's
of a
it's an
pun.
incredible pun. Anyways, he is the right-hand man. As coming onto the ship, having used the chain to walk up it from the anchor, you all see a very... I hate using you as a size category, but it works. But smaller, like maybe a head smaller than Dreki. But you do say a wolf mink, similar in style to Alice, though much more lean in design. There's a series of surgical markings going up one side of his body that seem to just be like keeping wounds in and closed. As he kind of cracks his neck, looks over to Ren. You're skinnier.
Hi. So
Nice to
I
see
know
you.
that I come from a place that's not here, and I know that most of what I know about piracy and sailing comes from novels, but you know what? I'm pretty sure it's still proper protocol to ask permission from the captain before boarding a ship.
Which one's that?
That would be me.
You? Looks back over to Ren. You sure ought to pick them. Do I have permission to come aboard and to offer you to come aboard our ship?
I would love to know your name first.
Kind of scratches at his nape of his nose. Garrow.
Well, I'm Trent Simmons. I'm the captain of this organization, and yes,
A pleasure
you are
to
more
make
than
your
welcome to come
acquaintance.
to come aboard our ship.
A pleasure to make your acquaintance, Trent Simmons. I think my captain may have a book of yours or two on her ship. Haven't gotten around to reading all of them yet.
See, that's all you had to say. Please, welcome aboard.
Just looks at Trent.
The hospital will be coming to the side momentarily. Once it's in position, they'll let out the sidearm for you to come aboard. You know the protocols. And don't mind the nurses. They're just going to make sure that you're properly sanitized before you come on board.
Again, looking to Ren.
Also looks at Ren like, what the fuck is he talking about?
Sorry in advance.
He leans against the railing and looks over to Alice, who is staring up at him with wide eyes. Does a little snaps his jaws gesture, and she rushes behind Dreki.
Instant eye narrow at this guy.
And with that, we are going to take a break because I have to go get my wife from work. I will see you all in a little bit.
This is fine.
And
We're all fine.
I was about to say everything stayed and it didn't. I gotta adjust your names, but we're back.
No.
Trent is not Drekkie.
Oh no.
I
Ren is not
apologize.
Trent.
Whoa, you're making me dizzy.
And
I'm also not Scarlet.
Yep, there we go. Everything has been adjusted. We are good. We're
Scarlet
back.
will kill me and then you in that order.
Lift you up. Where last it left off, the group was being invited by Garrow onto the ship. We had to wait for the ship to come into dock. That's where our stinger brings us back up. As we come back in, Trent and Drekkie, the two of you, finally get to see this the ship that everyone has been talking about as this strange vessel pulls to the side of all of your ship. And you can now see, yeah, it's just the two front halves of a ship that seems to have been stitched together. But more than that, it's massive. The ship seems to be built on top of itself. There's more, like, stacked on top of each other as the ship comes into view. And the more on the sides that you see, the more it looks wrong. There's too many windows that seem to lead to just empty rooms. Too many ladders that lead to nothing. Too many railings that just attach to the sides of the ship that there's no walkway to walk on. And as it comes to the side, the ship seems to unzip partially as a essentially just a walkway unfolds out and slams down and grips as you see a pair of woven hands grips from the walkway to the side of the ship and holds it in place. As Garrow just gestures for you all to get on.
Is it damaging the
It doesn't seem to be damaging,
damaging
the
the
ship.
wall?
It just seems
Yeah.
to be clenching.
All right.
my camera is super duper zoomed in.
Oh yeah,
Any chance you can back off on me a
I
little
can
bit?
attempt.
I can't get close enough to my mic without like losing both my chin and my hair.
Yeah, let me adjust.
A little personal space there. Um,
I don't know how it changed.
I'm a fool. I have no idea either. To be honest with you, partially because I'm not. This is not my design of stuff. This was Paige's, and I'm just bad at doing it.
Oh, I'm stretching. Oh, my head. Oh God, it hurts.
Hopefully, that's a little better. Bleh.
I'll take it.
Okay.
Paige,
Rock with that. I
come
can't make
back.
it. Rock with that. I can't make it much better.
Come back, Paige.
I'm bad at this aspect of things. Tech
Are-
stuff's not my forte.
who is she wanting to come on the ship? Because I would love for like Alice to not do that.
You could ask. Oh, are you as Red asking or are you
Oh,
asking?
Ren can. Are we all supposed to come, or what is this?
You want someone to be left behind?
Yes.
Ooh.
I point out Peaches and Alice, and then I don't know if Scarlet's not feeling well, so
You see an eyebrow raise. Why you don't want somebody sick to get on board the hospital?
sure, we will say that that's why.
I'm fine with them staying, so I'm sure that she'll be fine with it too.
Great.
That's
Okay.
different, though. Used to be a long while ago you wouldn't care who saw this. As he starts to walk up the walkway.
I just follow him.
Hey, Ren.
Yeah.
Before we go up there, is there anything I should know? Anything I should watch out for? We're gonna keep our voices down for this part.
Yeah.
Like, what should I be expecting here?
The stuff Scarlet talked about, where it seems like more of the ship is alive than, well, parts of the ship are alive, and none should be.
This ship doesn't run off logic.
Yes, probably don't say anything out loud that you wouldn't want Elizabeth to hear.
She
But-
already knows my name, right? So I can say that. That's okay.
Yeah, I think that ship has sailed. It doesn't seem like she wants to hurt us, so hopefully, as long as we don't start anything.
You and I seem to have a very different reading of the situation. I think she very much wants to hurt us.
She's she's playing some game. I don't. If she wanted to kill us, there were easier ways.
I'll agree with that too. Just be careful, all right?
Yeah, you too. And now
Right.
we'll call well, when our
Head on up.
game is up.
Tears his eyes away from the abomination that is the ship.
That's true. A shipwright would.
Uh-huh. That just all the years he spent working on ships and making them, repairing them and building them. It's just
Actually,
None of this-
since you're a shipwright, could you roll me? Oh, geez, what do I want you to roll?
good
Is there a
question.
sanity meter in this game?
Oh, I meant I asked you to play.
I guess you could roll me. It's not really a history, but you know what? Roll me a history with your proficiency bonus attached to it.
When I asked you
Okay.
to play my talent.
That's a 5. That is with my rolls.
You say a 5.
Uh-huh.
It's a very awkward looking ship. I can't
Uh-huh.
give you much other information other than that, but yeah, this ship does not function the way
No.
ships normally would. To note, as you're walking up the ship, you realize that there's no anchor.
No, clearly it has fins somewhere that it can just like hold steady with.
Or it's just that whatever the fuck it is on the bottom of the of our ship holding that one.
As you
I didn't need to remember that.
As you all get aboard, like the other side of the walkway, you are all also witness to what the top level of the ship looks like. Before you can acclimate yourselves to that, you do see a pair of nurses wearing what seem to be mourning veils. Quickly grab a hold of who's going on first. Is it Ren?
Yeah.
Okay, they grab you first. And like twist your hands around and begin to like lather this. It's this cloying liquid that sticks to your hands, which there's a slight alcoholic burn to it. And as they rush you along, next up I'm going to presume is Dreki or is it Trent?
No, I was directly behind.
Okay.
Yeah,
Ren.
it'd
Yeah,
be Trent.
but before
Dreki
Trent,
lagged
they grab
behind.
your arms as
But
well.
but before that, really quick, Ren, did you struggle or look upset in any way while this was happening?
He looks like mildly irritated, but no.
All right, we'll let it happen then.
Yeah, same thing. This strange cloying liquid that sticks to you. They rub it vigorously into your hands and then up whatever part of the exposed arm that there is. They don't make a single sound as they do this.
I hope you enjoy your jobs.
Push you along, Dreki.
I think there's a bit more of a just because like even if he tore his gaze away from the ship, it's bugging him too much. So the sudden just grabbing, he's like, "What the?"
The strange thing, Dreki, is that as they hold on to you, these are not like muscular people. These just
Yeah.
they look like your typical nurses, just creepy mourning veils covering their faces. They are strong.
Yeah, there's a little bit of a tug back and forth because like that just caught him out of nowhere. But
If you struggle a little bit, you finally do hear their words. As you struggle, they all of them, there's about 4, just repeating, sanitize.
It's fine, Dreki.
They just want to wash your hands.
I'm gonna need to moisturize really badly after that, though.
It's not a
Yeah.
pleasant sound either. It's just this like noise, and then rubbing it in. As soon as you all are ready, they lift their hands and back away. At the top of this ship, from what you all can see, it is full of implements. There's gurneys that litter the top of the ship that seem to rock with the ship itself. You see a single IV, like, on its stanchion roll fall off the ship, and then you see it come back on the other side perfectly fine. You do see
Ren grabs it and like moves it somewhere so it stops rolling.
some of the crew that are on the ship. You can see are washing the deck. Um, they are equally covered in almost like these full body suits as they're washing. Um, Attached to the wheel, you can see what you first thing is attached to as the person steering. Until you look close and you see that they are just a part of the wheel itself, that's merged with it. And as they move, they seem to be just like keeping themselves still as the ship kind of gently rocks. Uh,
You
there's a
know,
lot of this just occurring on the ship.
Ren, sometimes I think I've obviously not seen everything, but I think that like I must have had the biggest shock of my career as a not pirate. And then just an entirely new level of horrifying appears directly in front of me.
Yeah. So when I kind of showed up and I could do my stuff and I didn't act like it was a big deal, you see where I was coming from.
Right, but because I trust you, I could understand. This is this is terrifying. Anyway,
There is the sound of wings flapping that can be heard, and then a sudden like patter of footsteps on wood as something seems to have landed and is just like skidding across the ground and quickly ducks behind some of the boxes that have been set up on the ship.
Who was that? I'll go look.
As you kind of like look, you see for a brief instant you see a pair of black wings like lift up, flap upwards, and then something just like scrambles up the side of the mast and is holding onto it. You see a small girl, maybe Alice's age or a little bit younger, light brown skin, long black hair, which you see a ridge of flame goes down it, equally long black wings. But as she looks at you, it's her eyes that are different. There's these black sclera with these brilliant, almost like gold coin looking eyes looking down at you. Her head kind
Uh,
of tilts,
Hi, I don't think we've met.
leans forward, head tilts again. Are you one of Mama's?
Sure, we could say that.
What's your number?
I don't love that question. I don't have one.
Oh,
What's your number?
I'm Fury 5.
Are you okay?
She nods. There's just new
Okay.
people on the ship.
Yeah, we're fine. We're not here to hurt anybody. I turn back to the other two and I'm like, Fury 5? What the fuck? Like Furiosa?
was that just for my own edification? Was that Fury or was it like Yuri? Why you?
Fury, Furi dash 5.
Okay,
Fury
now
5.
I'm okay. Just wanted to make sure I heard that correctly. Okay.
She continues to watch you before her head like snaps up as if she sees something, darts off of the mast and dive bombs just past the other two of you, as she tackles another child from behind, who was also watching the group. And as they tumble, the Fury 5 like pins this child down and quickly flies up laughing. This child looks deceptively smaller. Maybe again a little younger than Alice. The same light brown skin tone, the same jet black hair, but they're physicality is different. They have this sort of feralness to how they move as they quickly get up and look up. And as they bare their teeth, you can see these shark-like teeth in their mouth. The same black sclera and golden eyes as they watch Fury, like, diving through the air. Before they look back to the group. And again, like, keep this same crouched posture.
So Trent was already visibly uncomfortable just from all of the horrors that are happening around him. But at this point, he is visibly extremely upset. Like he sees these folks, these potential Furiosa somethings. The flames are a dead giveaway. Like he is more agitated, I think, than any of you have ever seen him. And that manifests mostly as him shutting the hell up and letting Ren do all the talking. Sorry, Luke.
Oh, good.
Like he is becoming more and more sort of withdrawn into himself as he sees these Skypeans. Maybe. Yeah, this is he's not okay, is what I'm saying.
I was muted. This new child, as they look, they don't get out of their crouch, but they kind of like back up a couple steps as they see them, as they realize like, oh, you all could look at me, and there's a level of how they're looking at you all, that Trent, you could recognize it as a sword fighter. They're sizing up. They're like, okay, do I run or do I fight? And if I have to fight, how do I fight?
Okay. Let's go find Elizabeth and talk to her and get out of here as quickly as possible.
You're looking for Mama?
Yeah. Where is she?
She's preparing dinner. She's in the middle.
Okay, could you take us to her?
Straightens.
Sure, we can find our own way? No, I suppose not.
Fury 5 drops down, landing next to the kid, who like shrinks back as she lands, and then they both like nod and straighten and begin to also head together towards the door that leads into the subsections of the ship.
There's not a good option here. I'm looking for the faster one. And I'll follow them.
If this ship isn't put together right, I don't want to imagine the inside of it.
Even though I've been here before a lot, I'm worried we're going to get lost.
The boy continues to descend as Fury looks back at the three of you and gestures for you all to come down the stairs.
Follow.
She looks up at Dreki. Watch your head. Don't want to.
And he was just kind of like does his best to scooch himself inward.
And Dreki, as you get in, as you like scrunch down and begin to walk, you feel a hand just tap the top of your head and hold on, as there's this like the moment where you think it might be Migi, and then there's just the most like laugh that comes out as the full body of another kid slumps down and hangs onto your shoulders and the back of your neck and just rests their head next to you as you feel the brim of a hat like pushing inside of your head. Same light brown skin, same black sclera with golden eyes. The thing that seems to separate this kid from the other boy is that there's a more, I guess, a snake-like quality to how they move, and then their outfit that they're wearing, which has a kind of cowboy hat style look to it. He just kind of hangs off. You're bigger than the other ones.
Yeah,
You ain't as big as Big Brother, though. Big Brother's the biggest one I've ever seen.
Is that why you call him Big Brother?
Mm-hmm. Because he's big and he's our brother.
Gotcha.
Ain't nobody bigger than Big Brother.
Uh, I can imagine if something's bigger than that.
Head tilts to look over at you. What's your name?
Trekkie,
That's a cool name.
what's yours?
Why does your name not have a number in it?
That's just the name I was given.
Co9.
Well, it's nice to meet you.
He points to the girl with the Fury 5. That's Fury 5. She's our sister. And then that one over there, that's it's like seems to think about which number it is. Jacques 3?
Huh.
Do we
Yeah.
know Jacques? Someone's kind of new.
Technically speaking, though, you know the name he goes by.
Okay.
Guillotine's real name is Jacques Tine. He goes by the Hunter Guillotine.
Well, that's too bad.
The kid like hangs off, continues to kind of sway his body side to side before finally coming off of Dreki. Races past the other two as the sound of violin music gets a little bit louder the further in you go. And indeed, without having these kids to guide you, this place seems to be a labyrinth. There's things everywhere. There's rooms that lead to seemingly the same room that you were just in, that doubles back around. There's what you think of as holding cells, but there's gurneys that are there, and people still on said gurneys. Some of them just sleeping, using them as like beds. Others look like patients, as you might imagine a patient to be. Some of the walls seem to have some of the pirates just stanchioned into the wall itself, holding lanterns as guidance. Until, as the violin music gets louder, you all come to the set of singularly metal doors with two windows that have been drilled into the doors, which the kids like stand in front of, look back to you, and then gesture for you all to go through the doors.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I'll open the doors.
Completely opposing everything that is outside of this, the idyllic home kitchen and dining room opens up. This beautiful, almost like an old like homestead cabin-esque feeling. Stoves, an oven, this beautifully arranged dining table that has flowers on the center of it, and cooking a what seems to be a like essentially just a roll of pork, while also playing the violin equally, as you see two extra arms playing the violin as she is cooking. Elizabeth, who is not looking, but as she hears the door open, she just kind of rolls the pan up to flip the pork roll around. Hello, Ren. It's a pleasure to hear you. And I'm assuming that's your crew behind you.
Some of them.
Oh.
Is this a room that has been on the ship previously that I've seen?
There's been some adjustments to it, but this is very similar. Things have been added.
As I mentioned to Garrow, you don't have to physically attack people's ships to get them to talk with you. Just for
If
future
I
reference.
knew a much more... She thinks about how she wants to answer. If I knew of a way that I could get you to come aboard my ship and have us talk like she's like seems to think about how she wants to say these things, but retracts how she would have. Former coworkers could discuss things amicably, and you wouldn't say no. I would have done so, but you are stubborn.
You're not exactly bringing a former coworker's vibe to the interactions. Um, anyway, I I turned to the two members of my crew. This is Elizabeth. I don't. This is what she's like all of the time.
Her head turns back to face you all first, then her body, and then the lower half of her body turns. And you are the esteemed crew I've been hearing so much about. First off, no introductions are necessary. Trent Simmons, I've read 2 of your books already. I am a privileged guest to host you here.
The moment he hears his name spoken aloud, he is back. Like he was like fully dissociating for a while there as Ren was kind of trying to get you through. But the moment he hears his name spoken by another person, he is back. And he says, "Always a pleasure to meet a fan." Which 2 books, if you don't mind my asking? I have a third one that I'm just working on right now.
She
Or I have a
visibly,
4th one I'm
she
working on just
claps
right now.
all 4, like all of her hands just. I am so excited. Listen, your storytelling is so masterful. Genuinely, I adore your work, truly.
Well, thank you.
If I have the opportunity, if you could sign my copy of Flights of Feather, that would be.
I've never been able to turn down a fan, of course.
She smiles. She's genuinely smiling. As she looks to Dreki, she gestures.
Out of curiosity, just as I search for a pen, are we free to leave this ship anytime we wish?
She seems to think about how she wants to answer that. I would prefer after dinner, but I am not keeping you captive here on the ship.
An important distinction, thank you.
She looks over to Dreki. I so rarely meet Jotunblood.
Sure. Not a lot of places where we might be.
You are a fascinating individual. Do you think it comes more from your mother's side or your father's? Or would you not know?
He just kind of shrug. How tall is the room? I should first
It is
ask.
tall enough that you can stand
Okay. He just shrugs, like he legitimately doesn't know.
Perhaps a question that we can maybe find an answer with together at some point. My manners are escaping me. I'm Elizabeth, and you are?
You can just call me Dreki.
Dreki, a pleasure to meet you. I do so hope that Ren hasn't been a bother to you. He unfortunately gained some of his worrywart habits from me, I'm afraid.
No,
What,
he's
Ren, a
been-
worrywart? No.
You don't need to be so proper. I know how us doctor types can be sometimes. We truly do want the best for our patients.
They aren't my patients, at least not when they're not sick.
She nods in like a, of course they're not your patients kind of fashion. I have prepared a few meals. I'm not familiar too much with Skypian cuisine, though I did try my hand at the famous fried rice that the Skypians so love to use. I'm not confident in it, but I hope it suffices. I do also have steaks, a pork roll, stir fry as well, and like she gestures. There's a series of food that she is seemingly has made.
I'm sure everything will be lovely, thank you.
Just kind of glancing at Ren because he's not sure what he's doing at this point.
Trent's inching not subtly towards the fried rice.
I think Ren will just kind of like nod at Trent, like, yeah, do whatever you want. But I think he's more distracted, like looking around, like seeing what's changed, trying to like get a vibe on why we're here.
Of a thing to note, kind of like scattered along the room, you can see children's drawings of what seems to be the family of Elizabeth and the other kids, all placed around. There's also in these scattered drawings, there's more than just the three kids. You do see a taller figure that's also drawn in next to Elizabeth. So, but no names are put onto these. Those are just scattered around the room. As you're advancing close, she gestures. Would you actually mind helping me set the table? I would say I only have two hands, but as you can see,
Of course, it would be my pleasure.
she takes the platter that has the pork roll and the platter that has the steaks, leaving you with the fried rice, and is going to start setting the table.
So you have quite the fascinating ship. This room is cozy enough, but the rest of it is, well, if you don't mind my saying so, borderline terrifying.
Not
How,
a-
how do you accomplish such a feat of what appears to be technology and biology combined?
The Stitch fruit does marvels to help out with a lot of it. Unfortunately, not everyone is as acclimated to hospitals as I am, and trying to design one using what tools you have on a ship is difficult, but I make things work as best I can.
And your patients, where do they come from?
All over, really. Shipwrecks happen all the time. Accidents at sea. Like a little half shrug. I try to repair them as best I can with what I have. And if I don't have all of the means available, I find other ways.
Well, I'm sure they're lucky that you're there.
I'm
One
gonna
could say so.
I'm gonna point at one of these drawings and say, and where are these patients coming from?
She looks over. Oh, those ones aren't patients, dear.
Then what are they?
She seems to think about how she wants to say it. They're, I suppose, my children would be the best way to describe it. As you're eating, to note for Dreki, it's as close approximation to Skypian fried rice as you can get. It is missing some of the Skypian ingredients. Predominantly, they have a specific breed of duck that they use into the fried rice. She's tried. It's close. It's moderately
Look,
close.
I
it's
assume you meant Tren.
I meant, yeah.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, the closest he's been in quite some time, right? So he's not quite piling up the dishes like a Luffy or a Goku would, but he's definitely putting away more than his share of fried rice. Yes.
But no, I would say that they were my children, in the loosest sense of the word.
What is this? What are you working on?
A Oh, we'll talk business over dinner. That's fine. Evolution? What I've always worked on, even when you were around. Taking away what is bad within them and fixing it.
Yeah. We had scientists up at Skypea that did that thing too. They called it something different though. I th- Eugenics they called it.
She smiles. Not quite. I don't mean for the eradication of. There's beauty in tarnishment. But I think that we stagnate if we only see the tarnished artwork as all that there is. We could fix it, and I'm doing that in the way that I know how. Taking the best parts and removing the aspects of those parts that are negligible.
Are these children that you found?
No, they're ones I made.
Where did you meet Furious?
I was part of her crew once, remember that. So, I happen to have, as with all the members of the Hand, their DNA samples, as I like to collect. Use those in order to form the new generation. Fury 5, what did I say, Cone 9, Jacques 2, or Jacques 3, sorry.
You said you don't mind tarnished things. Are you hoping to replace the other members of the Hand?
There's like a pause. You could say that. We strayed from what we were supposed to be doing. So, do it better. Start again, fresher, with a better perspective on things.
Then, what were you supposed to do?
Protect, patrol, keep away.
But you would still be here. You wouldn't be replaced.
There's like a moment's pause. I'm the only one that knows how to make them. Once I figure out a way to do this properly, with my own DNA, I'd be happy to step down. But until that point comes, and until he's ready, I can't do that quite yet. Mm-hmm. They weren't my only creations. I have another one ready. Just they're not quite ready yet to take on that responsibility. Still some things to iron out.
Is this big brother we keep hearing about?
No, Big Brother's down there. She gestures to below.
Oh, right. Yep, we're familiar. So then, who is it?
She places her hands together as if she's thinking about how she wants to do this. Are you a fan of desserts, Ren?
What was that question?
Are you a fan of desserts, Ren?
A fan.
Sure, generally.
We made a delicious chocolate cake if you would like it. Would you like me to retrieve it for you?
I guess.
She leans her head back. Could you be a dear? And there is a sound of a door opening from the side. I get to do this. This is fun. Yay! I get really excited when I get to fuck with my players. You see, as the door opens, a near perfect replica of Ren steps through the door with minor differences, including the same black sclera and gold coinish looking eyes, carrying a chocolate cake which he sets down onto the table. Thank you, dear.
Ren to this point has been pretty locked down. We're gonna get in, we're gonna get out. We're not gonna think about the things going on. This is not that. The second this guy comes to the door, he gets up so fast he knocks his chair over and moves to the other side of the room and is just
Citrine
like a
is
low stance.
Citrine is out and in trident form.
Elizabeth's eyes lock on Citrine.
What the fuck is that?
Oh, Ren. Ren 1.
Why would you do this? This
If there is one person with the medical knowledge and skill to match mine, it's you. But I know that if I asked you to take my place, you would vehemently say no. There is a level of tarnishment that even I, though I may believe that it to be noble, find it difficult to get over. But that one can. But they're not quite ready for that responsibility yet. It'll still take a little bit of time. But we'll get there. She pats that one on the shoulder.
Is this other Ren like? What is he doing?
Standing, they're very like stoic, just like a motionless face, very blank. Their head does like look to you and like slightly tilts.
The glow of the trident will fade, and he'll go ahead and resheath the rapier.
She returns to just like cutting up her bit of steak.
What are the numbers for?
Experimentation number? Which model, I suppose, I've utilized?
I just kind of look over at Ren.
So far, the most successful one I've tried. Which makes sense. Wasn't too much to change from the base structures.
Just because you have my DNA doesn't mean you have me.
Unfortunately, and as she's cutting, you see her stop and she twists the knife up until it's just sticking into the steak. Unfortunately, I had you. You said no. Now, I have a new you. One might consider it a better you in some ways. Less prone to emotional outbursts.
You make it sound like emotions are a burden.
Aren't they?
No.
Not to most people.
Yes, because most people are flawed. But in some sense, you
makes
are.
us people.
She raised her hand. But in some sense, you all are correct. Emotions can be very beneficial. It's carving out the unneeded side effects of emotions that is annoying. Case in point, what makes Furiosa Furiosa? Other than the fact that she is, indeed, possibly the strongest being I've ever met. But, back when she was my captain, she was unceasingly loyal to the crew. Faultless, powerful, prone to dramatics. But she would do anything to keep us safe. Her fury was directed at those that would do us harm. Unfortunately, that same fury can lead to an insane bout of rage, which unfortunately can consume her. In fury, I've gotten rid of that outburst. Now she is a directed flame. Sweet, lovely, cheerful, loyal to her family, but controllable.
A puppet.
Sure.
If it's something that you've made and that you're controlling, it will never be as good as me. I will be better than anything you could create.
She places her hands together. I'm hoping you will be. I promise. Trust me, if you are far better than what Red One can do that. Unfortunately, she thinks about how she wants to say this. Your habit of caring too much can be a problem.
Anything that's a problem to you is something I'm happy to have.
She looks over to Trent. Unfortunately, these are the kind of arguments we've always had.
I want you to understand that my image is copywritten.
Trent Simmons. I have no desire to make a new generation version of you. I don't know what you're capable of yet.
Just in case.
Though,
What?
I do wonder. She, like, seems to lean back a little bit, her hands all coming together. What would it look like? No desire to do so, just professional curiosity. Besides, I already have the thing from your crew that I technically needed in the first place. So, this is more formality's sake of, well, I wanted to see how my first son was doing. That's all. He smiles to Ren. Look at him, he's so skinny. He never eats well, you know that?
He eats just fine. He's just very, very busy.
That's good. Is he at least getting enough sleep?
No, of course he isn't.
This is insane. This is an insane conversation for insane people. This happens every time.
Just because I worry.
Oh no, the woman who cloned me is worried about my health.
Of course I am.
Jesus.
If you die, what does my clone have to study over?
Okay. Ready? You gotta sit.
She says this in a way that is genuinely like it's common knowledge that why would she want you to die? Like
He's not some instruction manual on how to be a better him.
Yeah, what he
He's a
said.
person. He's our friend.
Now, ready?
there's a look of like genuine. It's hard to say this, but like the surprised motherly affection. Just that word was used. Oh, finally, it's happened.
Get up. I'm not trying to tease you.
Ren is this far away from like fucking losing it.
Lady.
Oh my god. Okay.
The only one.
Follow me to get a treat.
Okay. Was there something you wanted to talk about?
Actually, now that it's been revealed, there is. She points to Trent. That. The little glowy thing.
No, you can get up, but you can get up without calling me.
Citrine? Is it?
I want to try something else. All this.
Before I say anything, just. I already know the answer, but what happened to Fury 1 through 4?
No, not that.
Fury 1 and 2, unfortunately, did not make it past the. How should we call it? It's not really a birthing phase, but the coming to life aspect of creation. They unfortunately didn't make it past that step. Fury 3 made it past that step, but unfortunately, the internal combustion that powers all of Lunarians did not work out. And they burned themselves out. Fury 4 got pretty far from that one, but unfortunately speaking, some experimentations unfortunately don't take well to prolonged exposure to life, I suppose, and broke apart.
Okay, sit.
I don't kill
No.
my experiments. I'm still a doctor. What's the term? Above all things, do no harm.
You're trying to get it.
Yes, Citrine is the name of my companion.
Fascinating. Do you have any more?
I don't. She's the only one.
That's unfortunate.
Since we're on the topic of that,
Mhm.
Where did you get the one that you put in Scarlet?
Found it.
You're so confused. You're just like, I'm sitting. When did I give you treat?
Where?
One of my patients had it. Unfortunately, they did not last through the treatment. In collecting
Treatment or experiment?
treatment. I will note the differences when I say it. Didn't survive the treatment. Went to expose of his gear when this beautiful gem fell out. Retrieved it. Didn't look like any I'd ever seen before. Studied it. Figured out facets of what it is. Molded it to see what I could do. Discovered I had no true use for it, but figured that there would be somebody that could use it, and if they could use it, they could help me down the line later.
And that's Scarlet.
Yes. How was
You
she?
think Scarlet will help you down the road later? Just to be clear, that's what you're saying. You
The
think that
same
Scarlet,
Potentially.
we
The
both
Scarlet
know
of-
the
of
same
Scarlet?
woman, right? We know the same woman, right?
Yes.
Or
You think Scarlet will help you?
I think unknowingly or not, yes. I get the feeling that she is an obstinate woman.
That is
that's a
the
nice
most
way.
accurate thing I've ever heard anyone say.
You know,
Which is why I know you will not manipulate her.
that's not manipulation. I don't intend to have her do anything that's against her own will.
Oh, now I'll just get up.
Trust me when I say, I have no need to manipulate her to do anything that she doesn't want to do.
Because whatever it is that you want her to do is something that she already wants to do.
Oh, God.
She nods.
Do you want Guillotine dead? Because that's already happened.
I mean, I did want Guillotine dead. Because he served his purpose.
And that was
To
Back
make
when
that abomination. No offense, kid.
there's like this like small growl. Yes, essentially. Though I would prefer you to use their name. Or refer to them as kids. That is what they are. In all essence, once that purpose was served by Guillotine, they were more like a rabid dog that needed to be put down. You all did that part for me, which I'm thankful for.
Normally, we express our gratitude with berries.
Do you want berries?
Not particularly. I thought that was the thing to say here.
Very pirate of you.
where's
Working
the
on it.
fruit that he had.
Oh. You're interested in the fruits. Which one did he have again? The Spark fruit, right?
Go. Yes.
What if I said that I have it? What'd you say?
What's your intention with it?
Nothing. I care not for the fruits.
Because you already have one.
I can't have two. And outside of that, outside of having the fruits, unless I am wishing to extract their uses and, she gestures, make devil bloods, I have no need for them. Which I did utilize a couple fruits for that exact function, but doing that for that fruit in specific would be a trial of futility for me. I don't need to make more right now. I already have my army. Now I just need generals and commanders. And that's a longer, much more fulfilling process in creation.
And why do you need an army?
There's a pause. Because trying to eradicate the other mad dog where we're going is going to need a lot more people.
He'll just look at the others, getting an idea of what their goal is now. And if you don't need the fruit, why keep it?
Leverage.
Over.
People like you that want the fruit. What
Kind of
would,
got you there.
what would you do with the fruit, Dreki? You don't even know, do you?
Oh, I know. It's whether or not it's worth telling you.
Let's pretend that you truly do have noble intentions with the devil fruits. I don't really care if you do or not, but let's pretend like you do. And say you fulfill these noble intentions. Yippee! Pirate lords, everyone is good, and you find your way to the One Piece. What stops you from then getting in the way of what I want?
And that is
Utopia.
whose utopia?
That's always the question, isn't it?
Well, your utopia and mine are two different things, isn't it?
Correct. So, say I give you this devil fruit. What do you offer back? Because, being honest, I'm not giving you it as a gift, ever. I will
I
always
wouldn't
expect something
expect
in
it.
return. So what do you offer me?
I have nothing I'm willing to offer.
Then may I suggest a price?
And that is
One night on my ship.
Be careful, Dreki.
On the morrow, at 12:30 p.m., we will release your ship and you all may depart. I'll even sweeten the deal. I'll stop sending Migi and his twin to spy on Ren and the rest of you.
I don't know. I've kind of gotten used to their presence, if I'm being honest.
They are adorable, aren't they?
No.
But it means that I'm out of your hair. At least until both of us cross the Grand Line.
May we talk for a moment?
Of course. Should I remove my ears?
Yes, please.
Noted. As she reaches up and takes them both off.
I
And
looked up.
just-
Okay, sorry.
Yep. Looks over to Ren 1, who turns and heads out the door.
Is it not kind of fucked up that I'm not Ren 1? I know that this is.
I
really-
was going to say the
Down
same
the list.
thing. I was
Yeah.
going to say the same thing. But no, you shouldn't have a number. That's
right. I
that
don't
Ren
want the
shouldn't have a
number.
number.
Right. Anyway,
That Ren is going to die very soon, isn't he?
I think it has something to do like with ships, how it's like, you know, this ship
Rotating.
1, this ship 2,
Mhm.
whatever.
And there were 9 of. Regardless, there's going to be many Rens, is what we're saying here, right? And that one is going to die very soon,
maybe.
almost certainly.
Or fail, quote unquote.
I think we're speaking the same language. Yes.
Yeah.
I wanted her to take her ears off so we could decide if we were taking her up on this deal.
I know, but this is the only time we get to talk about this. I know the ship is probably listening as well, but we have a few moments.
I'm maybe needing a bit more time to process the numbers of copies of myself dying.
Okay. Yes. The deal.
I obviously the idea of staying here overnight is terrible, but Dreki, I think you could do a lot of good with the fruit.
And I think the fruit, I've learned enough about this, I think or to know that the fruit is a liability. I think it is being used to manipulate you, Dreki, and I think, but I will not command, that you should not do this.
My other suggestion would be to make a counteroffer. We don't have to, if this is a negotiation, we don't have to take her first idea.
I I'm sure I've made it I clarified this prior. Only out of character. Dreki is aware, and yes, he knows that Koji has that fruit. He is fully aware of what that other fruit is, right? Of what it does,
Yes.
of what it's capable of.
Yes.
Okay. You can see an obvious, because he's not great at hiding his emotions. That's been very clear with him. Um, a clear argument going inside his mind, because he's kind of standing there, his eyes closed and like very focused. He clearly is in the moment, listening to both, but it's like an internal war is apparent on his face. I don't want those fruits in their hands. And at first I wanted that fruit, yes.
To note something that might have your opinion change. Consuming a second devil fruit just negates the first one out. It will then reform later. Unless you are of the Zebek bloodline, which is a bloodline in my One Piece,
Yeah.
that allows you to consume more than one devil fruit and gain both powers. Or
Also,
more powers.
unless you're Blackbeard.
The Zebek bloodline.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. So straight up, and this is like a universally known thing of you eat one, it just erases
Yes.
the previous one.
Yes, that part is known.
Okay.
That does change things.
Yeah. I figured it's something terrible happens to you.
They
Like
say that, right? That's the myth or the legend is that like
Yeah.
if you eat a second devil fruit, you will explode.
or something awful happens to you.
It is known that it's not a good experience, but you don't die.
Yeah. It's just probably agonizing as your body's literally warring with the other one
Yeah.
to change. I don't like the deal. I don't like having that fruit in her hands. Koji has one that's more desirable. And it's probably gonna hurt like I don't even know what. But if it means getting this out of her hands and use it for the better,
By putting you in her hands.
better me than somebody else,
So
better
that's
me than one of you.
Not the deal, though. It's not you or someone else. It's you or not you. It's you or we don't get the devil fruit. She will start making copies of you as well.
Oh,
like
to make a thing on this point of staying on the ship, this is implying all of you, not just
Oh.
Dreki.
oh, fair enough.
yeah.
Okay, we were running off.
That
of
does not
just
change
me.
my dialogue at all, but that makes sense. Good.
So let's talk counteroffers. She's made
Counteroffers.
one suggestion. What do we have to offer? We can say less time or put it off or I can say that I'll stop fucking throwing her little hands off the ship and let them watch me because they're finding ways to anyway.
She clearly wants to keep you under thumb.
Bringing one of them on board, and potentially, if she has one of the communication snails, perhaps giving her a method of communication with us could be something that she'll value, I suppose.
I think so.
Keeping a Den Mushi with us. Yeah.
I don't want to stay here.
To note, Ren,
To be
she
clear.
doesn't have a Denden Mushi. She doesn't need one.
Yeah. We can. I'm willing to let her watch me because she's obsessed and that thing is never going to.
And when she tells us that we're offering her something that she already has, she believes that she can spy on you whenever she wishes. So if we offer that to her, she'll say, "Why are you trying to sell me something I already own?"
Right. I'll tell her I'll stop hiding. I'll answer her questions. I'll do whatever it is that she thinks is going to teach that thing to be me. Because I don't think it'll ever work.
I do think she values your willing participation, but that does mean furthering her goals.
Her goal overall is Furiosa. She wants Furiosa gone. I think that was the other rabid dog she talked about.
She did also mention that Furiosa is one being that is more powerful than she can contend with.
Uh-huh.
Let me know if this is me being psychotic. Who cares? I don't care if the two of them fight.
No, I can agree with that.
I don't either.
So
That's
then,
what she wants. It's
But I am extremely concerned with the
she wants
extra
Scarlet to
Furiosa
do what she
that
wants.
she's growing.
Mhm.
Oh no, that's a concern. Don't. That's not out of my mind. I think the only reason why she put that, and he'll kind of like motion towards your piece there on your rapier
Yeah.
as subtly as he can.
Yeah, Dreki, super subtle.
She's just eating. Like she's quite literally like is looking back and forth as if she's listening to you. She very clearly can't hear you, but she's just eating.
I think the only reason why she put one of those inside of her is to further that goal, as she said she would.
there's
She's, to be clear, hold on. She's looking at us.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start putting my hand up over my face like a baseball pitcher.
Yeah.
If
As
we
I'm
notice
speaking.
this, Dreki will just kind of shift forward and around in between everybody.
Oh,
as like
perfect.
a
Yes.
wall.
She just gives like a little like all right shrug and spoons a bit of fried rice onto her plate and starts to eat that too.
there's nothing that we can offer her that she would accept that's not going to further her goals.
Of
I think
course.
that if I offer to participate in whatever it is this is, that buys us time. Also,
It's literally.
I can lie to whatever it is. We can, I have no fear of her creation of me, but if it becomes a concern, we can handle it.
No, I'm worried about him. I don't want a you to die.
Yeah.
I know. Not the time for that conversation.
Dren.
I agree with you. We should attempt the counteroffer at least. And if I don't like having a spy on my ship, on our ship, I don't like it. But if it
Clearly,
gets us,
those things have already gotten on the ship more than once.
but here's my other thought. If she wanted us, if she required us to stay overnight on this ship, we would never find the exit. I that's correct. Yes, Ren?
I think so.
So if she needs us here, she will have us here regardless. For some reason, it's important to her that we agree to this.
Because there's an illusion of free choice.
I don't think that's it, but maybe. I think that I don't know. She's
hung up
some
on willingness. She's hung up on some sort of control.
There is some connection to the oath. There's some connection to the oath that she still has. Maybe we can use that to manipulate her. The do no harm oath.
We'll try the counteroffer. If she doesn't take it, we'll
What if her argument to that is it's not harming if it's helping?
that's her whole thing. Yeah.
Then yes, let's make our counteroffer and see what she says.
Okay.
It's I hate saying this, but it's literally a devil's deal.
If she doesn't accept the counteroffer, Dreki, again, I'm not going to compel you, but I don't want you to agree. I don't want any of us to agree to this. This devil fruit is not worth the safety of my crew.
For what it's worth, as I said before, if she wanted to harm us or kill us, I think she would have done so. Whatever
Like I
this
said, there's something about us giving willing consent that's important to her. And I don't want to give her that for a piece of fruit that may or may not help us.
I mean,
Also, I don't believe a single thing she says, if I'm being honest.
fair.
If
We
she's-
might be able to work up a contract for our stay.
All right, I'm listening.
If consent is key, then we outline what we consent to. I consent to stay here. I consent to be present on the ship. I don't consent to being touched or
Having pieces of me taken.
right.
All right, I think we're on to something.
Okay. I think that's plan B. I think that's if our
Yes.
counter offer is not accepted.
Since we're still in here, I asked you before we came on the ship how you were doing, Ren.
Significantly worse now.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I thought as well. If it comes down to a time when we have to fight, you give the signal because you know more about this place than us.
Okay.
And
I hope it doesn't. I have wanted to attack her the entire time we've been here, but we are surrounded in every sense of the word. I would rather do anything but try to fight her here.
you tell me. I'll follow your lead this time.
Right. Okay, let's get this over with.
She sees you all like readjusting positions, reaches, picks up her ears, and puts them back in. You ever know how bad not having hearing is until it's gone? So, have we come to a decision?
We have a counteroffer for your.
That's cute. Let's hear it.
If you give him the fruit, I will stop trying to impede your spies watching me. If there's a way we can open a line of communication, I will be happy to answer any questions you have.
And to be clear, I, as captain of the ship, will welcome one of your creepy hand things. And it can report back to you whatever it wishes.
A good offer. I, however, must decline.
Any particular reason why?
Your free will to disagree is important.
I don't see how that is impeded by the offer.
If you are willing to have something spy on you, which could breed into Ren 1, a willingness to falter in loyalty if it means having an easier route to something, that doesn't help me. I need you to be the you that you are. Because there's parts of you that I need to pick out, but there's parts of you I need to keep.
You talk too much for your own good sometimes.
Hmm.
If you won't accept that offer, we might be willing to consider your original proposal if we can define the agreement.
Her eyes go wide and she leans forward. A contract? She takes a bit of paper, sets it down onto the table, and holds out a pen, essentially looks to Trent and gestures like, "Do you have a pen?"
He'll pull out the equivalent of a thin tip Sharpie.
What are we not agreeing to?
Being touched in any way, having things added to or removed from our bodies.
Being touched in any way, does this apply to every one of your crew?
I look at the other two. Yes.
Outside of what was already done.
Fair enough. Nothing added to or removed. Fair enough. Subclause on clause 1. I'm going to presume you mean by in terms of touching medical adherences. Hugs.
You're so cute.
We're going to require explicit verbal consent for any and all forms of
You know
touching,
that you
Fair
always
enough.
have
to be honest with you.
Fair enough. She is
What,
actually writing these all in.
what else do we need to specify? Um, Further, let us know if there's someone in the room with us, whoever that may be. I would like in writing what time you said we would be released.
12:30 p.m.
Excellent. Hmm. If we wish, we need to be allowed to sleep uninterrupted. And
And of course, guarantee the safety of our ship and all of the crew members who are still on said ship.
I will add a subclause to this of my own. You will take nothing and no one from my ship when you leave, other than what is offered to you to take.
all right.
Offered by whom? Yourself or said crew member or...
By me or my bosun, which you met as Garrow.
All right.
As much as I admire you, Trent Simmons, your faultless hero-ness can lead you to make mistakes.
I'm well aware.
Those can be very bad on my ship. So, anything else you would all like to add?
I think that was the big stuff.
Noted. Then
None of our property is to be stolen, taken, modified, etc.
I will leave all of your things and your crew exactly as I found them.
Yes.
At 12:30 p.m. tomorrow, when you leave, I will give to you the shock fruit. Does this deal seem fair?
He's looking to the two of you. Because at this point, he feels it's up to you guys. He's not going to put that pressure on you all.
No, I already told you that I don't think that this fruit is worth the effort. I will back your play, Dreki, but this is your decision, not mine.
We have your back.
We have your back.
And just to be sure of one last thing on this, to prevent any untoward actions that would make this contract null and void, your ship will be remaining where it is, docked beside mine, as held by Big Brother. If you would like to retrieve the rest of your crew, this deal still stands for them as well. However, you will not be deigned to sleeping on your ship. As I said, you're spending the night on mine. Other than that, she signs and flips the contract over for the rest of you. A deal is a deal. And I'm a woman of my word. A mother shouldn't lie to her children, after all, she says, looking to Ren.
I don't look at her. I push the contract toward Dreki and say, it's your decision.
He will turn the contract around. One more addition. Neither party will attack the other unless substantially provocated.
She underlines it, reaches up, bites her thumb, and presses it onto the contract as if like that's her sign for it. My word is my bond.
He'll look at the other two as if that's good enough for taking the pen, because he will not put his own blood on that contract, and does his best at a signature. If anything, probably looks more like runes than anything.
She takes it, looks at it, and then places it gently onto what looks like just a small chest beside her as it just like sits there. Done. Feel free to explore the ship at your convenience. Like I said, you can retrieve any of the things you want or any of your crew you'd like from your ship. Just know, here, tonight. That's all. And Ren, your room is already prepared. We kept it just the way you liked it.
We flash to Ren's mental image of just like complete train wreck of a room with like no scrambled through her. Okay.
For the others, there are plenty of rooms on the second, third, and fourth level of the ship. Do be careful as you navigate. The place can be a little bit of a maze, but if you do need help, any of my children are willing to help you out.
I don't suppose I could get a map?
I'm afraid that would be hard to do on this ship.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Feel free to ask one of the children, they know their way around. Or just explore at your own convenience. One way or the other, you'll find your way back to safety. Above all things, do no harm. She winks. With that being said, I have things I must get to. I bid you all adieu. We'll talk later.
Sure we will.
And with that, as you all
I think that went well.
do that as you all gather yourselves.
And Trent his pen back. 1,000-yard
Becky.
stare.
I want you to know that even though I did not necessarily agree with this course of action, I support you. We're gonna get this fruit for you, or die trying.
There's a pained look on his face because he's just remembering how his own actions kind of got people in trouble, including himself before. I just hope it doesn't. I just hope it doesn't lead to anybody having to die.
I believe in all of you.
We will do everything we can to prevent that.
And with that, unlike all the other times have ended, we are not going to flash to any other area. It is going to simply pan out to look at the ships docked beside each other, and then slowly fade out as we are going to end tonight's session there. We will be back in 2 weeks' time for our next session. I have to check something. That's actually kind of funny. Where we'll then take a slight break after that, because after the next session we won't have another one until the 3rd of July, because I'm going on vacation. So
Hell yeah.
So so kind of like a mid-season break after next session. Thank you all for joining us this evening. This was a lot of fun. I got to be spoopy, which I like. Yeah, just go around, say who you are, where we can find you doing other things. We'll start with Trent.
Hi. You can find me over at youtube.com/gamingmathematically. My Skyrim campaign is going great. I'm gonna start putting up XCOM videos again pretty soon, and also look for me in Bard Rock Cafes. That time we replaced the Power Rangers TTRPG that's coming up. I am playing Zordon. It's going to be awesome. I've already done my first recording with the person playing Alpha 5. It's amazing. I'm so excited for this particular project. Unfortunately, I can't tell you when it's going to come out, but when it does, believe me, you will know.
Panda.
Hi, I'm Red Panda Cola. You can find me on the internet at Red Panda Cola. Trying to be a bit more active with Twitter these days, just interacting. But otherwise, if I'm not here being our massive shipwright, I'm on opposite Thursdays with Javante as our DM in Blood and Cinders, our 5.19 game as Filtiarn, our Hound Hanyo Sword Saint.
Luke.
It is weird doing an outro after a session like that. Anyway, yeah, I'm Luke. This is the only real like gaming thing I'm doing. As I always say, you can follow me on Twitter. It's Luke_Taylor23. I can't believe I'm saying this. I'll have part 2 on the cat burglar coming soon.
Yes.
Wait. Hold on. Back up.
The cat burglar strikes again, and I wish I was kidding.
I remember you
Oh,
mentioning this
God.
last time, is the thing. This is a continuing saga at this point.
Yes. I'm so excited.
I'm
I'm actually invested now.
What in the 9 realms?
That's great. So, yep, keep an eye on that. Hi, I'm Javante. I'm your DM. I do stuff on the stupid fucking internet. Yeah, on other Thursdays, I do Blood and Cinders, a 5.19 based game set in the world of Somnus Domina that includes Red Panda Cola playing Filtiarn. Also, soon TM, I'm running another game. It's not on Twitch, it's not on YouTube. I'll post where that is on my Twitter. Read that there, because I can't talk about where it actually is, because Twitch will crucify me. I'm also involved in other projects, which is fun. I'm doing a lot of things. I have irons in many fires. I'm working on a game. I'm working on a book. Doing both of those things at once is kind of fucking crazy. I have a lot of small projects that I'm doing that I can't wait to talk about, including other stuff that's happening on other channels that I can't talk about yet until they come closer. So is a busy year for your boy. But we will see you in 2 weeks' time for our mid-season break episode. I love you all so very much. Have a good evening, and we'll see you next time.